I'll stand up in front of a room of roofing contractors, or really anyone that'll listen, and I'll say this whole idea of us treating roofs as commodities is just not where we need to be. We need to be looking at a roof as what it is, which is the second most important system next to the foundation and the one weather shedding system in your roof that is
Good
most
way to put it, weather shedding. Yeah.
And that's what it is. And we have building products. Building science has brought us products now that I can install in Oklahoma, in the Hail Belt, in Tornado Alley, and I can do them in such a way that those roofs are not going to have to get replaced every 7 to 10 years, which has been the history of asphalt shingles in Oklahoma. Okay. I'll stand up in front of a group and say that I've been installing a Flex Technology shingle since 2018 in Oklahoma, thousands and thousands and thousands of them. And they've seen every hailstone that's fallen in Oklahoma up to the 5 3/4 inch in Ada a year and a half or 2 years ago. And I have never had to replace one of these roofs because of hail. It's because it is a superior product. It is installed exactly per the manufacturer's requirements in a systems installation, and it is going to perform. And I'm sorry.
No, you just mentioned systems, and I heard a lot about that when I was at the conference with you guys. Take a minute just to explain what that means.
Absolutely. And systems are critical because a system is a number of manufactured products manufactured by one manufacturer and designed to be used together and installed in a particular way to accomplish the purpose, keeping the weather out of your home. Okay. Traditionally and unfortunately, what happens in the roofing industry is most contractors look at the cost of the products they're sending to a job, and they'll take this manufacturer's shingle and this manufacturer's like a buffet, okay? And they will pick the less expensive products and put them together. That's not a system. That's a conglomeration of products that weren't necessarily even intended to be used together. Okay. The problem with that is that manufacturers then have an out because you did not build a roof according to their system or their methodology. And so if there is something that goes awry and there should be a manufacturer's liability potentially, they can get out of it pretty easily. Okay.
What easily avoids the warranty?
It doesn't void the warranty, but it denies consumers what we call enhanced warranties. You've got a package warranty, okay? You've got the out-of-the-box warranty that every product comes with. But every manufacturer has their system. Certainty calls it Integrity Roof System. That's the system that I build. It's all I build. Integrity Roof System allows us to give people enhanced warranties. And in the CertainTeed world, the enhanced warranty goes all the way up to a 50-year manufacturer's defect on the products and 25 years of removal, disposal, and reinstall. In other words, it includes the labor. That's a big deal and can avoid a lot of people having to file an insurance claim. Okay, now this is not for storm damage. These are for systems problems. But a lot of people,
manufacturer's defect.
What we find out, and we have a lot of people, we have to actually make a decision. Is it a manufacturer's defect? Or is it a storm-related claim? See what I'm saying? Get into that systems world where you have products that were intended to be used together that are going to perform when they're applied exactly as the manufacturer requires, and keep that manufacturer on the hook for the full length of their warranty period. That's what systems do for you.
Yeah. So for the non-roofers listening, watching, rattle off just quickly those different components of a system.
Okay, so we're going to start out with every system pretty much is going to require that you do what's called a clean deck install. In other words, it's going to tell you how to do it. So that means you have to take everything off of the roof and you're down to the bare deck. Remove all the flashings, all the underlayments, all the layers, everything down to the bare deck. That deck has to be repaired or mended in some way. If there's any water in it, or delamination problems, things like that, all has to be repaired. Then you have to use the manufacturer's you have to do all the flashing details per the code and per the manufacturer's requirements. Now you're talking about your starter cores and your underlayments and your ice and water products and your field shingles and your ventilation and your hip and ridge accessories. Those are the components of a roof system, okay? And when it all comes from one manufacturer, and when it's installed by a contractor like my company is, with the highest level of credentials, we can offer the highest level of warranty protection to a consumer, okay? And that's not in that mindset of an asphalt shingle roof is a commodity. Let's just do what we've always done. Let's just do it the cheapest way we can do it. That's not the attitude that consumers should have. It's certainly not the attitude of a professional roofing contractor.
So we're going to move on from this, but it's something else I just want to hit on that comes up quite a bit in my conversations with folks. And I just want you to talk about it for a minute, especially here in Oklahoma. Folks, they'll tell me, well, I have a 30-year roof, or I even have a 50-year roof. Talk to me about when folks say that, what that means and what it doesn't mean, and what your experience is.
The 20, 30, 40, 50-year life of a roof, that's how we used to label or how we used to classify shingles. That all went away in 2012. The asphalt shingle manufacturing industry went to a different platform, a different methodology, and all of those year names or descriptors on asphalt shingles went away. Everything in the asphalt shingle world in 2012 became a limited lifetime warranty. Then everybody goes, well, whose life? Yeah, what's a limited lifetime warranty? When someone says, I had a 30-year roof and only lasted 10 years, or someone says, I paid for a 50-year roof and it only lasted 15 years. What you're not understanding is those descriptors simply told the manufacturers how to depreciate their warranties over time. That's all that was. So if you had a 20-year roof,
great detail.
You had a 20-year roof with 3-tab shingle, 20-year roof, and it's 10 years old, and there's a manufacturer's defect, you're going to get paid 50% of what the value of that shingle was. Okay, so that's how those descriptive terms were used. It was really more in terms of how is a manufacturer going to respond to warranties when you get into those depreciations on a roof based on its age. That's really, all that was.
Really good information.
Had
I think
nothing to do in terms of saying that roof's going to last that long.
And I understand that. I think the average consumer,
you bet. I think you're exactly right.
Misunderstandings in that.
I think you're exactly